Hey everybody, this is your market update year to date up to the end of June. So the first half of the year in Halifax, Dartmouth real estate was crazy, as we know. So here's what the stats look like. So far this year, we've had just over 3,200 sales in HRM, which is down 22.5% year over year. The average sale price for the first half of the year was just under $570,000, which is up 24% from this time last year. So this is actually trending downwards since April. So April kind of peaked at $583,000. And then we saw a decrease in May, and then we saw another decrease here now. So the market is coming back to reality a little bit, but we are still up 24% price point year over year. And really, we're still in a hot seller's market, but it's just not quite as hot as it was in February, March, and April this year. And right now we're sitting right around a month's worth of inventory, and actually the last time we had a month's worth of inventory was January 2021. So this is great news for buyers. And again, we're still in a seller's market. Until we hit about that 4 months of inventory, we will continue to be in a seller's market. So I expect that we'll be in a seller's market for quite some time before we ever see a balanced market again in the Halifax Dartmouth region. Now, before we get a little deeper into the details of what we're seeing on the ground level, if you like this content and you want to see more, please click the like and subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos a week on YouTube about the Halifax real estate market and buyer and seller tips. If you don't know me, my name is Andrew Stevens, and I'm a realtor with Exit Realty Metro and Team Stevens, and I help people buy and sell real estate in the Halifax Dartmouth area in Nova Scotia. If you'd like to connect with me, you can do so in the calendar link below my description at a time when it's convenient for you to book a call with me to chat about real estate or a buyer consult or a seller consult anytime. So again, the prices are dropping in the Halifax Dartmouth region, but I'm not really panicked about it yet, to be honest with you. This is just coming back to reality a little bit. So we peaked in April, and now we're kind of trending downwards, and I would expect that we might continue to trend downwards because of everything we're seeing in the marketplace. So what's causing this downward trend now? Well, I think that pricing peaked and interest rates were really low and the market was really hot with very, very low inventory. And don't get me wrong, we have low inventory right now, but the reality is we're increasing our inventory every month, which is a great sign for a healthy real estate market. Now we're seeing interest rates starting to climb, and the next announcement is on July 13th, where we're expecting another pretty sizable increase to the rate of Canada's overnight lending rate. So with these rising interest rates, it is actually decreasing purchasing power for the buyers. And on top of that, I think one major thing we're seeing is buyers trying to enter into the marketplace as first-time home buyers are having incredible challenges with this. The price points are just very high. Interest rates are climbing. The inventory is low, and it's just a really hard time for first-time home buyers to get into the market right now in the Halifax Dartmouth region. Now, a few weeks ago, the government announced big changes to the down payment assistance program, so this might help some more people get into their first home, but the reality is there are a lot of variables with this program that'll determine whether it's actually a good fit for you or not. So if you're looking at a program like this, you should be talking to your mortgage professional to make sure that all the details pan out the way they should, to make sure it's the right program for you to get into. So now that the market is starting to slow down, taper off, whatever we want to call it, I'm not prepared to say it's a market crash just yet, but the reality is in the media, this is what it is portraying. So the media is portraying that the market is starting to taper off, slow down, crash, whatever, and everybody's getting into the comment section and, putting their 2 cents in there of why the market is crashing. But the reality is, in my video I posted last week, the price points have only decreased 1 time in the last 42 years. So I don't think a crash is coming. I think the market is slowly coming back to reality with the rise in interest rates and the increased inventory. And honestly, I think what this is causing is an all-time low consumer confidence. So I think that a lot of buyers are holding out because they're unsure of what the market's gonna do. So they have no confidence in what they're gonna buy. And they're just gonna kind of hang on until they see the market stabilize a little bit, which really is already starting to happen. And the fact that the inventory is increasing right now is not a bad thing. It's actually going to create a more healthy real estate market in Halifax. So for sellers, this means that your house might not have 50 showings and 20 offers and sell in 3 days like we were used to seeing the last 2 years. Your listing might actually hang around for a week or 2. But the reality is, most of the homes we're seeing sell are still selling in the price points that I would expect them to, but sometimes it's not happening in a weekend. It's taking 2, 3, 4 weeks, sometimes 6 weeks to sell the house. But at the end of the day, the result is very much the same as what we were seeing. However, we're not seeing any of these massive outlier sales that we have been seeing the last couple of years. Those have kind of tapered off at this point. And if you're a buyer, obviously more inventory, the better. If you're looking in the summer months, it's a really good time to be looking as a buyer because a lot of people take their foot off the gas and they get into vacation mode and they kind of stop looking until the fall. So I would expect things to pick back up in the fall, but in these summer months, the next 60 days, it is a perfect time to buy a home if you've been looking for a while and you've been having no luck losing in competition. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped put some context into what we've been seeing in the marketplace and what you've been seeing in the media in the Halifax Dartmouth area. And until next month, thanks for watching and have a great day.